Hello and welcome to Knit All the Yarn podcast. I'm Lisa and I'm coming to you from Michigan. This is episode 332. Got my coffee and my Taylor Swift mug. I'm all decked out in my Taylor Swift today. Pumpkin spice creamer with a little bit of cinnamon. I've added just like a little bit of cinnamon. Oh, it's so good. This is my YouTube channel where I share my knitting, crochet, cross stitch, whatever crafty thing I'm up to. Today we have all knitting. I have 2 finished objects and 3 whips and an old whip that I'm bringing back out. I'll show that later. Yeah, you can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as 72 Stitches. I will have everything I talk about today be down on the show notes. Click the word more a few times. Everything should drop down for you. I also have water, which I'm going to take a sip. I did not think I was going to record today because my throat was like really bothering me yesterday. And I thought that I was getting sick because my husband has been sick all week. And I woke up fine. My throat's like a little bothering me a little bit, but not as bad as yesterday. And so, yeah, I think it's the weather. I don't know, we'll see. Oops, I hit my box, sorry. We had snow on Sunday, and today it's 60. So that's probably what it is, but I'm still going to be resting a lot and drinking lots of water and just crossing my fingers. Yeah, so I did not even write up my show notes yesterday like I usually do. It's like, I know I'm going to wake up feeling even worse, but I'm feeling fine. So here I am. I'll do my show notes later. I have them, I write them out, and then I also type them up. So I'll have to type them up later. Usually I type them up before, write them down, and type them up the day before I record, but not today. Today I just wrote them out really quick, and we'll see how this goes. Today is November 14th, 2025. It's Friday, and it is 8:47 a.m. I'm kind of early because usually I do laundry on Fridays, but my husband's like, I have a very important meeting today, and I cannot have the washer or the dryer on while I'm doing this, so laundry is postponed until later, which I don't like doing that. If I have chores to do, I like to wake up and get them done. But sorry. What else? Oh, before we get started, I want to talk about something. I forgot to talk about it last week. I know if you watched my last episode, I was like, I know there was something I was going to ask you guys. And as soon as I pushed stopped recording, I remembered it. So we're going to talk about that today. I already put a post on my Instagram stories like last week. I am thinking about doing Vlogmas this year. I'm kind of nervous about it because I don't know if I'll be able to do it every day. And I'm not going to get fancy with the editing. It's probably going to be kind of like my regular episodes here, while I just sit down, I'll open my advents, and I'll show you what I'm working on. I don't know if that's going to be exciting or if you guys would want to watch that. So let me know in the comments. Should I do it? I'm tempted because I have 4 advents. I went kind of crazy this year. There was one that I was not going to buy, but I did, and it came yesterday, so we got a little extra advent. So I don't know. I don't remember the poll for Instagram, but a lot of you said yes, do it. So if that is something you are wanting, let me know. If I do Vlogmas, I will probably not do regular episodes because I'll be sharing my knitting throughout the whole, every day throughout the week. So it seems kind of pointless to do and I'm sitting down and talking to you. So it's just like essentially they're mini podcast episodes. I'm not going to try not to make them like 40 minutes long every day. But yeah, I'll just chat to you guys, show you what I'm working on. maybe I'll have some life stuff if something exciting happens. I don't know. Weekends is going to be like the issue because sometimes we do stuff and everybody's home. So I don't know what I want to do about Saturday and Sundays. But I can definitely do Monday through Friday. So maybe we'll just do Monday through Friday Vlogmases. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. So let me know in the comments. Yeah. I think that's it. I'll have also in the show notes, I'll have links to where you can find me. I'm most active on Instagram. I'll have my email down there. knitalltheyarnpodcast@gmail.com. My Ko-Fi if you would like to donate. My Ravelry name, my Ravelry group. Nothing's going on right now. That's usually a summertime thing when that's really active, but nothing's going on over there. Yeah, I think that's it. And my sock organizers. As you can see, I've been wearing my socks. I really need to get on making more like Opal and Regia socks because it got really cold and I'm like, I want to wear those socks, but I wore them already. So I'm going to do some laundry. I'm going to wash some of these socks so I can have the extra warm ones clean. But yeah, I need to get on that. I do have DK ones back there, but those are like when it's really, really cold. Like I'm talking about -10 wind chills, kind of cold. Like when it's 20s, I just want like Opal and Regia socks. Okay, I think that's it. Let's get on with the show here. All right, I have 2 finished objects and 3 whips. I don't know if I said that. Did I say it's episode 332? I don't know if I said that either. I know I said the date. So, pair number 1. That's right, number 1. So these are Knitpicks Felici in the Night Market colorway. The heels I did, Knitpicks Stroll, I think it's Duchess Heather. They do not match. I did that on purpose. I don't know if I'm going to keep these or if my kiddos are going to wear these. They haven't asked about wearing my hand knit socks, and I've been like going through my Felici this year and I have a nice little stockpile, but they have not asked. So I'm just waiting to see if they want them. My foot and my daughter's foot, or my oldest, is pretty much the same. My youngest is a little bit smaller. I don't know if her feet are going to get any bigger. She is 13. Her foot is like an inch shorter than mine. So I don't know if her feet are going to get any bigger, but so she can wear them at night for bed or something. All right, this is pair 78 for the year, and I started these October 29th and finished them November 10th. And I know I said last week that I'm like, all right, when I finish these, I'm going to cast on another pair of Felici. Well, that did not happen. We'll talk about that in whips. But I didn't get to it, so I got sidetracked. And all of my socks are knit on US 1.5, which is a 2.5 millimeter, 64 stitches, 15 rows of knit to purl to ribbing. And I do a long tail cast on, nothing fancy. And the pattern's linked down below. I use a slip stitch, heel flap, and gusset. And yeah, I do all of my socks that way. So that's that. And it is also in my whips section. I'll have all the needles and such and pattern. All right, finished object number 2. This is like perfect Thanksgiving socks. I'll probably save these and wear these on Thanksgiving. This is Freckled Whimsy. This is the yarn of the month for November of this year, 2025, and it's called Hot Cider and Hay Rides. This is pair 79. And I started these November 5th and finished them November 12th. These. Oh, it's perfect. I did not. Okay, now I have a, you know, I was telling you last week, this is a 12 stripe repeat. And I do 12 stripes for my leg, and I have to do 13 for my foot to get it to fit me. And I was like, I don't want to, I'm tired of cutting to get it to match. Because I have to cut out 11 stripes. And that's a lot of yarn. Like 5 grams can go in my blanket, but what about the other 6 grams? I think it's like, I'm cutting out 10 grams maybe. 11, I don't know. But a friend, Stacy, she mentioned, she gave me an idea. Now it would work for this kind of stripe repeat because it's got like a cream in between each color. It might work for a different one, but since I needed 1 stripe down here, she suggested pulling from the inside, because I pull from the outside when I knit. Go from the inside and pull out enough yarn for a tan stripe. And just do the tan stripe. And then you will have enough to, you can start it at the same. Oh my word. Why didn't I think of that? All this time for these 12 stripe repeats, I've been cutting essentially a whole stripe repeat out to get them to match. These ones don't because I was tired of it. And by the time she messaged me on that, I already cut it and I already started. So it's fine that they don't match. It doesn't really bother me, but I'm like, oh my word. That is such an easy fix. So next time, we'll see what happens. For next month, if it is a 12 stripe repeat. She has been doing those a lot lately. Like this month and last month were 12 stripes. So I don't know if December will be. I'm kind of hoping it's kind of like this. But with Christmas colors. I can't wait. But yep, these are for me, and I'm planning on wearing them on Thanksgiving because they're perfect Thanksgiving socks. Love them. So yeah, pro tip. If you want your socks to match, and you just need like 1 color, just pull from the inside. Unless you have to pull out 11 stripes. Just this colorway, it would have worked perfect with that because it's the same color in between each color. Oh my word. So hopefully that made sense. I guess it would work out if you only needed 1 stripe of 1 color. If you needed more, then if you pull from the inside, it's going to go in reverse order on you. So that would not work. All right, that's all of my finished objects. Take my sips of my beverages. All right, this is the yarn that you all voted for last week. I am just finishing a sock and I'm putting it back in this bag. I love this bag. Happy Little Yarn. This is my Halloween fall bag. And here was the winner. You ready? I'm going to show you the tag. The winner from last week. I had you guys vote. Which one should I cast on next? Regia was the winner. Now, if you all voted for Mustache, don't fret. I did cake it up. I'll show it real quick. Mustache yarn. Mando and Little G. I'm going to cast this on next after I finish these. So, have no fear. And I'm going to do those for the heels. Yeah. I think this is a lemonade shop. I think this is Polly in my pocket. Or Polly Pocket. Oh, do you guys remember Polly Pockets? I had a few of those. Alright, so I kicked up this Regia and I went to town. I forgot how much I love working with Regia, exceptionally. That's not a word, Lisa. Oh my word. Especially this yarn, because it's very, the patterns are, The stripes are very small and sporadic, and you'll see it here in a second. But here it is caked up. When did I cast these on? The 12th. So this is 12. Yes, this is 2 days of work. Look at this. I love how that blue and the heel turn ended up all in that black. It was like perfect. So yeah, I finished. I think I was here on, when I cast on, it was the 12th. So actually it was, yeah, it was after I finished these. So I don't know what time during the day I finished these, if it was before lunch. I don't remember, but. So I remember casting these on, and I stopped like right here. So I did from here to all of this yesterday. And I'm going to work on these today. Felici Friday is bye-bye for now. That lasted like, what, 2 days? I don't know. It's fine. I'll get to it. The next project I'm going to show is what I've been working on in the evenings, so that's why I did not cast on more Felici socks. I'll get to it, I promise. So I did 65 rows for my leg on this. And yeah, I'm using Chiaogoo red lace needles, 32-inch cord. My markers are keeping track of my rows. I did not do anything when I did my heel flap. I just kept going. I did not pull from the inside or anything. So you can kind of see up here-ish that the blue stripe is not in here. But this yarn is very busy, and the repeat is so long. Like it would be very difficult to split this in half and start them in the same spot. It could be done, but was feeling lazy. So I think the repeat goes from here to like this gray stripe right here. I think that's the full repeat. So I only have one sock cast on. When I finish, I'll just start the next one. I didn't want to be bothered with splitting this into two. Sometimes I'm like, sure, I'll do it. Was not in the mood to split it in half. I know Eunice pulls it from the inside. I don't know how she does that. She has one sock going from the outside and one sock going from the inside. I feel like that would get so tangled and that would irritate me. So I don't know if I would ever try that. I don't know how she does that. Yeah, I don't know how you do that, Eunice. I would love to, work my socks two at a time, but I would have to have them separate together. I didn't tell you the colorway name of this. This has been in my stash for years. I want to say like probably 3 or 4 years, so I don't even know if you can find it anymore, but it's 03655, and this is a Arnie and Carlos sock. But yeah, I think this one, and I have one more, and I don't have any more Regia. I have more Opal than Regia in my stash. Yes, I'm wearing navy blue pants with a black shirt, okay? It's laundry day. Deal. Yeah, these were my clean pants, so, and I'm wearing a black shirt, it's fine. But yeah, my Regia stash is almost gone. So that is my only sock whip. I'm back to one sock whip. I don't know. It's fine. I have lots of stuff to work on. It's okay. All right, and here is the new cast on. This is Stacy's fault. Bags by Awesome Granny. We were chatting, and she's like, what if we do... She gets the Freckled Whimsy advent skein also, and we both get it on DK. At least we have been for the past, this is probably the second or third year. And she's like, how about what if we do like a Musselburgh instead of socks? Because I was talking about it maybe last week or a couple weeks ago, that the stripes this year are going to be thicker. And I was like concerned about getting them to fit. So she's like, she told me like, hey, we can figure it out. But then she said, hey, why don't we do this instead? And I'm like, I'm down with that. So I said, okay, let's do a test run, because I've never made a DK weight Musselburgh hat. Did I say Musselburgh? I've never made one. I made tons of fingering ones, and I love my fingering weight hats, but I have DK weight in my stash, and oh boy did I pick an old one. So this feels good. Freckled Whimsy. This is back when she had DK Yarn of the Month Club and then a fingering weight Yarn of the Month Club. So this is By the Willow Tree, October 2022. Yeah, it's about time I use this. So this is what I picked out. So we have 100 grams of the main color, and then there's 20 grams of the mini. There's the mini. I guess I can show you the yarn. Look how much I got done, guys. Look, this is the main color. So the plan is to use absolutely all of this, every last bit, and then use this. I did, when I cast on, I weighed my yarn before I started. This one was 104 grams. Did my increases and weighed it again afterwards, and it was 12 grams. So I'll probably knit this until it's like 13. I'll probably do 13 grams just to be safe. And then I'll start doing my decreases. And hopefully I will use every last bit of this yarn, all of it. And I hope it's enough. I don't know. I feel like it might be short, but the Freckled Whimsy Advent Skein, I bought two 25 gram minis with it. So if I need to make it a little bit longer, I'll just use those, and I'll flip that plain side in the inside of the hat, and nobody will know. I was also thinking of doing the minis for the increases and the decreases, and then doing the full stripey in the middle. But we'll have to wait and see how many grams. If I use like all, I mean, I guess it's a little more than 120. A little more than 120 grams and it fits fine, then I'll just do like I did with this one and use the mini for the end of the hat. So that's the plan. Since this is DK and it's very thick, I don't know if I want to like have the Musselburgh enough to where I could fold it. I don't know yet. We'll see. That might be like too much, but let's show you the hat. Let's stop talking and show you that. Look at this, you guys. Oh my word. I think I measured it last night. I'm at like 11 inches from here to the top, I believe. And I was supposed to get to like, is that 19? Before I start doing the decreases. And I only have this much yarn left. I don't think I'm going to do it. I don't think I'm going to get to the full 19, but I'm just going to use every last bit of this. And every last bit of this. And hope for the best. If I can't roll it, it's not a big deal. And then when I do my next one, I'll just try to make it a little bit longer. I'm using US 6 needles. I'm also concerned that it's too big. But I did measure from like here to here, and it's like 9 inches. So I think that's okay. My concern is that it's going to be too big. So we'll see. This is another reason why I wanted to do a test run. But I don't think it's going to be. I'm getting 6 stitches per inch on my US 6s. And I'm doing 112 stitches. I'm not going to give too much away. It's a paid for pattern, but if you have not made one of these, I highly, highly recommend. And for the cast on, I don't worry about doing the pinhole cast on. I just cast on with stitches. And like I do like for magic loop. I do magic loop for the increases. Cast on the stitches, split it in half like I'm doing a sock, and just keep going. And then I leave enough tail to just weave it in to close that hole shut. I did do the make ones and the make ones left, make ones right. But I've heard that people have done knit front and back. So you could do that too. I thought about doing that, but on my tablet, I'll have the pattern on one side, and on the other side, I take a picture of the pattern that has like the make one lefts and rights, so it has, you know, the direction, so I could just easily look back. I think I got it. I just memorized one, and then the other one is the opposite way, so not that big a deal, but yeah, I love it. So yep, this is my evening knittings. I got some stitch markers. This is how much I got done last night. I brought out my snowman. This is Twin Mountain Handcrafts. And I think 8 rows is an inch, if I remember correctly for me. And then this is, I think I got this from Lemonade Shop. There was a Lucky Charms stitch marker set, you know, from the marshmallows from Lucky Charms. So I just put that one on there because it was purple. The little horseshoe. I think that's what it's supposed to be. I haven't had Lucky Charms in forever, but now it sounds disgusting, but I loved those when I was growing up. So that's that. So I think I will have this done. And I gotta say, DK knits so much faster than fingering. I cast this on Sunday. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This is 5 days of knitting. And that's not all day knitting. This is just like an hour or two in the evenings. So love it. I will move my stitch marker, and I will try not to move it. I have been moving it every day to see how much progress I get done in the evenings, but I'll try to leave it alone so that next week I can show you. And I think I'll have this done. And if this works out, and it fits, and everything's all good, I think I will be ordering myself another pair of 16-inch size 6s. I think I use this for my scarf. I'm like, the interchangeables for 16-inch it feels different. I don't know what it is, but it's too tight. I don't know how to describe it. I got the 4-inch needle tips, and I got the 8-inch cord, I think it is, but it doesn't feel right. So, yeah, because I want to make more of these. If it works out and it fits, I might be making a lot of these, because I have DK Weight Christmas scraps from the Christmas Club from Freckled Whimsy. And yes, I know there is a second club. I did not sign up. I gotta behave myself. I'm keeping her Yarn of the Month club, but if she comes back with Halloween 2.0, it's gonna get me. It's gonna get me. So, that's my Musselburgh. I love it. I love just, after like getting to the point where I'm just knitting around, I'm like, oh, this feels so good. This is like perfect zen knitting. I don't even have to look at this. I mean, I have to look when I get to my stitch marker so I don't drop it, but oh, it feels so good working on this. If you haven't made one, I highly, highly, highly recommend. Just do a regular cast on. Just do a long tail cast on, split your stitches in half like it says, and just go. Do it magic loop. If you don't like magic loop, you could do it DPNs. And you don't have to do the whole hat on DPNs. Once I get to the, all my increases are done, I switch to 16-inch. And then it's smooth sailing. And when I do the decreases, I do as much as I can until it gets like too tight, and then I switch it to magic loop. I did not have my longer cords to do the increases. I'm using them in my blanket, and I did not have one long enough to do like magic loop. So I had like a 60-inch cord. So I was doing magic loop on a 50, no, I think it was 50. A 50-inch cord. I got it done. It was very comical, but you do what you gotta do, man. I really wanted to cast on, and I did not want to order new needles. So, this is Bags by Awesome Granny. So yeah, I'm excited about that project, and I hope it works out. Cross my fingers, because I do have more DK in there. Just haven't been in the mood to make DK socks. I have tons, and I don't wear them very often. So, if I could use up that DK in there, oh, that'd feel good. If it all works out, I kind of have my next one picked out. I'll show it to you, I guess. What's up looking at it? This one was from April 2024. I think this was her last Harry Potter club. There's a Bogart in my wardrobe, but look, those purples and blues and grays. Is this yep, 6. So I might do that, or I might cast on to Christmas, make a Christmassy one with my scraps. I haven't decided, but I think that would be a nice, that's gonna be a nice hat. So that is why I did not cast on Felici socks. But it feels good to have a hat on the needles. It's been a while. All right, now it's blanket time. Ugh. Here we are. It does not zip up anymore. It probably hasn't in a long time. This is Bags by Awesome Granny again. I have yarn attached, I believe, and I have like 2, it's on 2 needles. I think I only have 1 yarn attached because I'm doing, yep, 1 yarn attached. So I worked on this Friday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, I think Monday. I finished another section, guys. Oh, I'm so excited. So I finished section 19. I don't know off the top of my head how many grams it was, but it was, I think, 112. So there she is. This is just knitting back and forth, connecting to this section and this section. It was like really fast until it got to like right there, and then it took a while, but yeah, I believe it was 112 grams. I really need to finish like a few more sections of this to make up for that advent that just came into my stash. It's fine. This is my Marled Magic Blanket by Stephen West. Forgot to say that. If you've been here a while, I've been showing this blanket for, I think I cast on in May. End of May, I think I cast on, so. And I started section 20. I mean, it's very teeny tiny. But here we are. So what I'm doing something different than the pattern says. He says to do a gradient fade, and I am starting to run out of little scraps. So the plan, I'm gonna hold 1 strand throughout the whole thing. I'm hoping this is gonna be enough. I weighed it, it was like 80 grams. This is Hue Loco. I use this color in a different section. Where is it? One moment, please. I'll find it. I know it's towards the end. Aha, I found it. Right here. I mixed it with the dark gray. So that is that section. So I already used it. Reminds me of 19, but we'll go back to it. So I'm holding this throughout the whole thing. And then I'm sprinkling some grays in there. So we have a light gray, a medium gray, and a dark gray. I'm changing every 4 rows. I think I have a purple. I'm just going to stripe them. So this is all Knitpicks Stroll. Almost said Felici. So I have Dove Heather, Ash, Cobblestone Heather, and then a purple. I don't know what the purple's called. It's a light purple. I think it's Paisley Heather. So I'm just going to keep doing that. Dull those 4 grays. Switching it up so it kind of stripes a little. These two look very similar. In real life, you can kind of see a difference, but that's what I'm doing. And these rows, they're like only like 40 some stitches. So the rows go by really, really fast. And we're picking up from this section, 19. So it's going to be connected to this. I don't know what the orientation is of this blanket anymore. I believe this is like the top corner. So it's gonna be like the side. The evil seed stitch section. So that is the plan for this. I don't, now that I have it out, I kind of want to work on it today. We'll see. I have plans for Sunday knitting that doesn't involve this, so I don't know, maybe I will work on it a little bit today. We have one thing to go to tomorrow, and it should be like a couple hours, so maybe I'll work on this tomorrow, definitely. But this color, these 2 colors that I held together, I forgot to tell you, is, oh, I thought a stitch mark or stitch stopper fell off. It didn't. So these 2 colors are the same as this mesh section, which I believe was section 1. So it's the same colors. So I'm bringing back some oldies to finish it off. And I have not stopped to weave in ends on this at all. Some of them I've been doing it as I go, like the seed stitch sections, they have been weaved in. Like this. These have been weaved in. It's the ones that are like the corners. Those are the ones that I have not weaved in. Yeah. So I'm doing this section 20 is kind of like this one. That's why I'm like, I'm just gonna do this because it's easier. It's kind of like this section. It's the pearl ridges. I think that's what it's called. So this one I held the same color throughout the thing, and then I did stroll stripes in between. And I think I did 4 rows. So I'm just gonna do that because I wanted to use more of this. So yeah, that's my blanket. I love it. I love that this is only 40 some rows, stitches, and yeah. So I got it started, and we're just going to town. Love it. Yeah, I think that's it. I would love to get, I don't like it. I like connecting sections to sections, but I do not like all these needles. When I got this section done, it was like, all right, it's not on any needles. And then I did this section, and then it's like, all right, we're gonna connect this to this. And I'm like, oh man, that means I gotta have 2 needles connected. But as I'm knitting for this, it's gonna be motivating because I got to eat up all those stitches. Yeah, all right, I think that's it. Love this blanket. After this month, I don't know what's gonna happen with my blankets because I got plans. I got Advent knitting plans. I got my TK Weight Musselburgh. I'm gonna show you my coziest memories, my fingering weight one. I am gonna put a square a day in that. And then I have my, I showed you last week, I was gonna do 4 socks of Advent type thing. On Sundays of every Sunday in December, I'm gonna cast on a new sock in hopes that I will finish that sock and I can start a new one next week, but so I don't know if I'm gonna work on this. I mean, the stripes on the TK hat will be fast. The square on the blanket should be fast. I'm only doing 1. Socks. I mean, I could work on those all day or just a little bit. So I don't know yet. But I really, really want to finish this. I love working on it. It is now at the point where it is huge. It keeps me warm when I'm working on it, and that is like the perfect blanket progress setting ever. Yeah, it's been cold, or it was cold. It's not so cold anymore, but I'm excited. And I want to work on this because I really need grams out. I really need to beef up my grams out, and this blanket is like perfect for that. I think the section 18 was like 290 something, 293 grams out. And then 19 was 112, I believe. So that's pretty good. If I can finish one more section, that might make up to 500 for my Advent. I put in my spreadsheet my Advent that came in, and ooh, my grams in and out are very, very close together. No more yarn. All right, I'm going to show you my coziest memory since I was talking about it. I got it out yesterday, and I'm like, oh, let's look at it and see where I'm at. I'm glad I did, because I did not finish the row when I put this in hibernation. I have 8 squares left. And once I finish those 8 squares, I'll have 100 squares done. So this is the Coziest Memories by Kemper Ray. I'm doing 20 by 20 stitches. Needle size, I don't know what I'm using. A 2? When I work on it, I'll show you. I had my needles in my bag for this blanket, so I know I'll pick out the right needles. I just don't know off the top of my head. I'm doing 25 squares this way and 20 rows up for a total of 500 squares. And these are all yarns that I've made projects from. Mostly socks. There's some yarn in from Penguonos and other blankets. But yeah, oh, I think that's another Regia. Yeah, I think those are the ones I made my mom for Christmas. But I have another one in my stash. I liked it so much that I bought another one. And there's that blue sparkly that my mom loves so much. West Yorkshire Spinners. So, plan is, I laid this out. I usually lay them out, lay the blanket down, and I plan my squares. So I did that yesterday, so I have it all planned out. So Sunday, we're going to see how many squares I can get done. Not going anywhere on Sunday. So yeah, I'm just going to see how many squares I can get done. Can I get 8 squares done in a day? I don't know. I know I did this at one point, but I don't remember. What else? I am weaving my ends in as I go, just not the top row. I like to weave them in when I have 4. So these squares are only 3 grams compared to my DK weight one, which is 8. So if I could finish these, is that 24 grams? Is 8 times 3 24? I hope so. So that's a little bit of grams out. But yeah, okay, so the reason I brought this up is because I went through my scraps sometime in April or May, I don't remember, and I laid out 25 of them and I wrapped them up, put them in little baggies. So we're gonna do 1 square a day on this for Advent, which is why I wanted to check to see if I was done, and I am not. I could do 1 square for a new row and then 1 over here, but we have 2 weeks left. I feel like I can finish this. Even if I just do a square a day, that's only a week-ish. So we're gonna get this back on Sunday and see if I can't finish all 8 squares. I bet I could finish like 6 and then maybe 2 on Monday or something. So I'm so excited to work on this. I've missed it. I missed working on my other blankets, but there's not enough time in the day to work on all the blankets. I could do like focus one day on each blanket. I don't know. Like one day I'll do work on my Marled Magic. Second day I'll work on this. Third day I'll work on my Cozy Comfort Throw. One day I work on the Jelly Roll blanket. I don't know. We'll think about that. But I love working on socks too, so I don't know. I can't focus like all day on one blanket. I mean, I could, but I wouldn't get any socks done. The Ruby and Roses one is, the minis have not come out yet for sale, so I do not have those. Yeah. So that one might be put on hold for a bit, because once I get the minis, it might be December and I'll be working on other stuff, so it's fine. I don't have to like use them right up when I get them. I want to, but it's okay if they sit for a bit. So, yep, I'm gonna do that. So maybe next week you'll see 8 finished squares. Oh, 48 minutes. This is a long one. I'm getting chatty. All right, so that's it. We're gonna do reading and watching and life stuff. I don't think I have much life stuff. I didn't write any notes about life stuff besides Vlogmas. Reading and watching is kind of the same as last week, but we're gonna go for it. So I'm reading The Lightning Thief. That's the Percy, Piercy, whatever you want to call it. This is a reread for me. I've read these many, many times, probably at least 2 or 3 times, and oh, it's so good. I love that series. If you have not read it, please read it. It is a middle school age book, but it's so good. It's so good. Reading that on my Kindle before I go to sleep. And I'm listening to Sunrise on the Reaping. Oh my gosh, guys. I think I have 5 hours left. That book is so good. I'm kind of scared about the ending. Yeah, I don't want to give too much away because, I mean, it's a newish book, but I think it came out in March. So probably everybody has read it already, but no spoilers, please. But I had an idea of what was going to happen, but now I'm like, I don't know. So, yep, doing that on audio. Those are my books. Watching, my husband and I finished Chief of War Season 1. That last episode, my husband was not, he didn't like that. He doesn't like the gory war scenes and the very creative ways they kill each other. I find it, I mean, maybe I'm just morbid, but I find it kind of funny. Funny, but not funny. I don't know. So we finished that, and we started watching something, and I did not write it down. Let's see if I can remember. We just started it. It's got Seth Rogen in it. It's not The Studio. No, I don't remember it. We watched one episode. It was kind of cute. So we'll see. We'll probably continue with that. We're going to stick with the Apple TV until at least December. Probably before December 12th. If you know, you know. Hint, hint, hint. So yeah, we're going to be getting that pretty soon. We started, as a family, we started a new Star Trek series, The Next Generation. I forgot how corny, like, the first season was. But I think we watched, like, 3 episodes. And my kids are like, this is corny. I'm like, it gets better, it gets better. The first season is, meh. Second, and, like, the rest, it gets better and better as you go. So we're like, just keep going. We just gotta keep going. There was a funny moment last Friday. This was hilarious. My oldest was on her phone, and she was watching some video, and she didn't know her volume was up, so it blared. And on the Picard on the TV, like, once that happened, it was like perfect timing. It was so hilarious. So her phone, you know, went off, and Picard said, "Turn that down." It was so hilarious. We were all cracking up. I'll never forget that. I had to share that so that I would remember that. Yeah, we were all cracking up. It's hilarious. I'm like, you just got yelled at by the captain. You're in trouble. I don't remember what episode we were watching. It was either 1, 2, or 3. I think we watched 3 episodes on Friday. Or maybe it was, I'm pretty sure it was Friday night. I don't think we watched any. Actually, I don't even know what episode we're on. I think we watched some on Sunday. Anyway, that was a funny moment when we were watching TV together. And I watched the second and third Hobbit movies. So I'm done with The Hobbit. So now I'm going to go to Lord of the Rings. And then I'm going to try to do the Harry Potter. But we'll see. I might sprinkle those in with Christmas movies, because it's getting to be Christmas time. Yeah. So that's reading and watching. So life stuff, real quick. Forgot to mention last week. I put up my Christmas tree. Yes. We did that on Sunday. My daughter's birthday is the 5th of November, so she likes to wait until after her birthday. I am like, November 1st, let's do it. But I have to wait at least till after her birthday. Saturday we were busy, so Sunday it was. So the 9th is when the tree came up. And it will probably come down, like, I like to do it after January 1st. So my tree is up. It's beautiful. I love it. I love the lights at night. It's just, it makes it so cozy. So we put up the Christmas tree. What else? I don't think I had. It got snow. I forgot to tell you that, guy. I forgot to tell you that. Kind of knew about it on Friday, but wasn't quite sure the amount we got. But we got about 2 inches. It's gone now. It lasted like maybe 3 days. So yeah, we woke up on Sunday with snow on the ground, and I'm like, we have to put the tree up today. We have to. There's snow on the ground. And I had some hot cocoa, and I was like, oh, this is perfect. Love it. Yeah, it got really cold. Like, barely pushing 30s. And it was like 20 to 24 at night. Oh, It was beautiful, and then it got warm. So I think that's why I'm whatever, congested. I'm not really congested, maybe a little bit, and my throat's like not sore but scratchy, if that makes sense. But yeah, so I gotta end this. We're almost at an hour. I hope you're all still with me. Are you all still with me? I hope you got a lot done on your knitting projects or crocheting or whatever you're working on. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep working on the projects that I showed you. I don't think I'm gonna, and this one. So I'll probably have 4 whips to show you next week. If I finish my Musselburgh hat and I like the fit, I don't know if I'll cast another one on. Actually, what I will probably do is cast another one on, either with the yarn I showed you or scraps. I even have DK Yarn of the Month scraps from past years. I even got lots of those. Actually, I can get those out quick. I feel like chatting today, so we're just gonna go with it. I got this. I got this scraps. And this scraps. This one's not Freckled Whimsy, it's this Legacy Fiber Arts one. I don't know. I probably should do the Christmas one. I probably should. Those are kind of buried, so yeah. We'll just shut that and I'll just put those to the side. So, I don't know. If I do that, I'm going to if I do if I like that Musselburgh and I want to cast another one on, I will be ordering another needle so that I will have one free for Advent. But if that takes me a week to do, especially with scraps, I will be. But yeah, so I'll probably order another needle if all works out and I like the fit. I'm kind of waiting until that point to see if I need to get a different size needle or change my gauge. So that's probably gonna happen. All right, now we need to end this. 57 minutes. Actually 58. All right. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, put them right down there. I do love reading them. Thanks for hanging out with me for 58 minutes. And let me know if I should do Vlogmas. Put it in the comments. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts. And hopefully I will not be sick. And if I am not here, that's probably what's happening. But hopefully I will see you next week. Bye.